Can you see me?
No. This is.
Okay, we'll turn it off and on again.
Oh, you're back.
You can see me. Okay, okay. Oh
Well,
my
I
goodness.
cannot explain this, but it works
Okay,
for some
thank goodness.
reason. Wait, I think your mic has kind of echo today.
Is it what do you
It
mean?
sounds like
Really?
I'm in, some kind of ballroom. It's not very clear echo, but it sounds like one of those cheap mics in a disco ball. Did you change to a different sound effect?
I didn't change anything. Oh my
Well,
goodness.
forget about it. Just get into
Is it important?
it. I don't I don't think it's that bothering, I guess.
Okay, are you sure? Hello, hello.
Wait, why are you gone again? This is a more concerning problem. Shall I just update my Riverside anyway, I guess, if that helps.
Yeah, I think that will help.
Oh,
Is
really?
the echo gone?
No. It's not necessarily echo, it's more like just a different sound effect. Mm, that feels like I'm listening to you speak in a really big and empty room.
Oh, that's cool. There's reverb.
Okay, let's go with it
Hello,
then.
how you doing? It's like I'm in a big hall. Are you gonna
Sorry.
update?
No. Oh
Oh,
my gosh, you're ruining your eyeball.
no, I do it very delicately.
He was stabbing it. Never mind.
Okay,
Well,
we're gonna cut all of this out. Okay, we're gonna start. Three, two, one.
one. Welcome back to the Pando Eagle Studios.
Yeah, our new name, Panda Eagle Studios. That's
I
way
think we're
better.
probably
Way
the
better.
only podcast that, has published for several episodes and like we decided the name after we publish it.
That's okay. That's totally
So
fine.
if
That's
that's
totally
a
fine.
bit confusing, that's our bad.
Yeah, but guys, just don't get confused. Just don't get confused. We just changed it, but the channel name for YouTube is already Panda Eagle. So they'll be like, okay, it's all cleared up now. But anyway, I wanted to tell you some things that happened this week for me, and I
Okay,
got to fill in
this
the
is a
audience as
gossip
well, the
episode.
peanut gallery. So, as Jay knows, I have been applying and I've been trying to get a job at Menards for a good while. Right now I'm in university, so it's a good off-timed role because the pay is really good. The pay is really good, and it feels like an adult job because you're working um, with adults, and you're it's kind of a fast pace. It feels more serious than maybe working in fast food or other retail stores. And I got the interview. What? But even though I said that, okay, I'm ready to work after 2 weeks, you would think I'd get some kind of text or call. The interview went well. It all seemed very positive. It sounded like they were going for me, and I feel like if otherwise, they should send me a message,
Well, sorry to
telling me.
chime in, but when was your first interview? I feel like it's been a while, and it
Good
should be
question.
important
Okay. When
for
was
them
the
to know the
interview?
timing. Like
Interview
somewhere
one,
before
two,
Chinese New Year,
three.
I think.
I think I think it was the 10th of March. The 10th of March, right? So I said Okay. Actually, I think it was on the 3rd. Yeah, 3rd of March. So I said I could work after 2 weeks. So that's like the 16th, 17th, 18th, that kind of time. But I didn't get any kind of message from them. And I think that's a little ridiculous, you know? So I walk in and I'm like, what's going on? They said, oh, the hiring professional, she's been on vacation last week, but I've been sending messages like, hey, what's the
No.
update about the employment status for the past 2, 3 weeks? So what's going on? Oh, what's
This
going on
is
here?
not it. No, I was just like, no, this is not, this doesn't feel right because I've been through, interviews and employment as well. And two of my successful employments, like on my first job, I met the direct manager, the future direct manager of mine, and they invited me to join on board like on the spot, on the same day. And on my second job, I remember I went to a really far place for the interview because the company was really far away from me back then. And after I finished the interview, my phone was running out of battery. My phone was running out of battery. So my phone died while I was taking the bus home. And the second I recharged my phone when I got home, I feel like, oh, there were like two missed calls from the HR. So
Fired.
they also sent me the
Sorry.
offer. Sorry, what?
No, no, I just said now you're fired. Missed calls? Jeez, you can't communicate. Fired on
Hey,
the
I
first
wasn't
day?
even hired. No, I was talking
I
about my
know.
second
Fired before
job.
you're hired, but anyway, go on.
Oh, that joke. But yeah, I mean, usually when they want you, they should move really quick and fast before, you get grabbed by other companies. And
That's what I'm
I've also
saying.
run into this kind of, we're still taking our time to think about it, or and the managers on the trip will have to get back to you next week, that kind of thing. It just, again, my point is, if they really want you, they'll move really fast and quick.
I
All
feel
of, all the
similar.
excuses, they're just being polite, or or they're still like they have several options and you're not standing out that obviously, or that hits them be like, oh, this is a choice we gotta make. It's a no-brainer. They're probably taking their time to consider it, and the likelihood of you getting chosen is just getting smaller and smaller by the day because they're probably still interviewing others.
Dang, Jane, you're breaking my
Hey, it's
heart.
so much like dating. Like if they're really into you, gosh. Whereas,
They'll be blowing up your phone. They'll be like,
yes,
Thomas, Thomas, Thomas,
let's get married tomorrow.
Thomas, come on, let's get married. Yeah.
What kind of combination is that? Are you actually adding peanut butter on the apple?
To my apple, yeah. But
Since feels like
as I was saying,
American just couldn't eat
wait,
anything natural. That's
let's
fully
move on.
natural. If you touch something that's purely organic and natural, you die.
This is
Sounds like,
natural. Hey, hey, hey. This is about me.
hey, okay.
Let's move on.
Okay, back to the mic.
Okay, 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 okay. Hey, 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 hey. Okay, but they told me that they looking for workers. This is kind of like the time when in the year when they hire workers, like that summer coming up, getting into the spring.
The
It's the
recruiting
time.
season.
So I'm a little bit like uncertain. Moving on. Yesterday, just yesterday, I was in my school. I was in my university, and I got a message, and they told me, hang on, I want to get the message so you can see. But I think it was something like you can earn and learn. I was like, oh, that sounds good. Watch. Listen to this. Okay. I got a message. I can't say his name. I'll say John J. Johnson. John Johnson says, Thomas, are you still looking for employment on campus? What is your major? And are you available any evenings? We may have an opportunity, and I know you were looking. Please let me know, and I will keep you posted. Thanks, John. Let's go, baby! Dude, that's good. Okay, wait. But it's a little vague, right? What are the details? He said we may, right? So it's not certain. Later on, he says, Thomas, can you stop in and see me? In A123 room today. We do have an opportunity for you to earn and learn.
Oh,
Thanks, John. I immediately go like all across the university and just like bartenders are like, what is this opportunity? What is this? Tell me. He tells me.
hey, reveal. What is that? And what happened?
He says, Thomas, what's your major? I'm like, mechatronics. He says, oh, this is like the best possible role for you specifically for your major. I was like, okay, tell
Sounds
me.
too good to be true.
It sounds too good to be true. That's what I thought.
So fishy. Okay, go
He
on.
said they're opening a program for young professionals to get certified with to get a FANUC certification. What is FANUC? It's it's this company renowned all across USA, and they're giving certifications for beginners in robotics engineering, which is very, very related to mechatronics. Mechatronics people usually end up in either automation or robotics. So it's very related.
Okay.
They want me to basically be the technology manager. Like,
Wait, you
so,
straight up to becoming a manager? Usually we start from
I
assistants
manage
and
the
intern.
technology. So what does that mean? That means that before every class, I need to do some diagnostics on the cameras for the robots, on the arms, the joints, the actuators, and make sure that everything is working before the class starts. So that
Hey,
way,
you actually,
all of
hey, the echo is
professionals
actually
are ready.
getting,
Do I have an echo?
the echo was getting worse. Like
Oh,
they started to have repeating sounds coming from you.
what? What did you get?
Did you
Is it better now?
like every sentence you said they were played two times?
Oh, what was the last thing you heard? Well,
Is it the internet's problem or the microphone's problem?
I wouldn't think it's the microphone, and my internet is really good. That's strange. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now, yeah.
Okay, we'll move on. Okay, so I don't know what you heard, but it's basically I'm maintaining the technology that they need for the classes. The cameras, the actuators, the electronics, and I need to make sure that everything is working. And I'm going to sit in and help the students during the class. And
Are you
so,
confident?
well, they're going to teach me everything I need to know. So I just need to, be in there. And and I already have a background in that, so I feel like it's really good for me. And
I feel
and
like
oh my
everything you did
goodness, and I will
before.
sit in during the class, so I'm also gonna get all the knowledge and information that everyone else is getting. And the guy who's telling me this, John J. Johnson, he said that he's going to talk to the the teacher for this course, and he's going to try to see if I can get the exam for the FANUC certification myself. So I'll be getting paid. I'll be using the technology, and I could get a robotics certification. That's pretty crazy. What do you think about
It's
that,
like
Gene?
a triple gift. Yeah, of course, I feel so happy for you, and I was also feeling, wow, all of the things that you did before, whether it was for the program or for your own, little hobbies and little projects out there that you did voluntarily, like they all made sense at this moment.
Well,
And
well.
how did you know this John John?
That's a good question. Actually, I was trying to work for John J. Johnson last semester because are you familiar with? Do you remember when I told you about Baja? We have a club
Yeah.
in our university. We build a car every year, an off road car, and then we compete against other schools. And we make the metal using machines like CNC machines, vertical mills, basically anything that cuts the metal. Just big machines. When you walk in, all you hear is crazy loud. There's a bunch of expensive technology, and basically, John Johnson's job is that he is the administrator, like the boss of the of the room of the machines, or the machine shop, we call it. And if you can work for him, that basically means that you're constantly using those machines. Like if a student wants to make something for a project, then they will have to call one of John's workers, a student, to make it with those machines. So it's really good to be working for him. And unfortunately, I didn't get the job working with the machines. I bothered him like all the time. And he actually said yes, but he doesn't have the money to pay me. So, but but he says that I'm on his list. So what that means is when one guy he graduates, I would take his spot. But he found me a different role for me to do right
He
now.
found an even better spot for you.
Yeah. Um, and instead of waiting for someone to graduate, I'll be doing it this upcoming Monday on the 6th of this month. Ooh, no way. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
So that's crazy. They already gave me a date.
Well, I like what you said instead of waiting. I feel like,
I know.
yeah, we're always waiting for something to happen, but in the meantime, we shouldn't, we should never give up on like bringing ourselves out there, finding opportunities here and there. You never know when one of them is gonna bear fruit, and just try to make yourself seen, and be more active. Like I remember how I got myself enrolled into a voluntary volunteer program that I did for 3 years in a row. Was I was hanging out with my friend on the park, and we stumbled on this little stall, and and we just had a little chat, and they were like, "Oh, would you like to join us? You can try like have a try this weekend." And I was like, "Yeah, why not?" And then in 3 years' time, this organization turned from a little stall to eventually they actually rent a big venue on the top of the mountain to help seniors in like in the entirety of our small town. I was
And you were
like,
on the top of a mountain?
yes.
Holy shit,
because
that's awesome.
because it was a very hilly place. Um, but yeah, the hilly
Wow.
little mountain was a park, was a theme park. But I was like just thinking about, there's a word in English called serendipity, like those little connections you make here and there. Every conversation that you had with a stranger or with someone that you could potentially be related to could be, planting a seed for something to happen in the future. And
Even if it doesn't seem like it will in the moment, it happens later when you don't expect it, which is
yes,
so it's so interesting. And
each conversation, every person they have a meaning.
yeah, and I remember I was so disappointed when I couldn't get um, working for him in the machine shop. I was like, what? This is so ridiculous. And now I'm thinking, wow, I'm glad I reached out to him because he told me that
Yes,
when he heard this opportunity, he thought exactly of me. Wow. How
because
cool is
I
that?
guess what was important was during the time when you were him or in the same club, you made yourself seen. You presented yourself, um, and you showed your ambition and interest, or even commitment to some sense,
Yeah.
um, to this technology or to this, kind of craft, to this kind of work. Wow, you're really digging it in.
That's a big time and a big effort commitment. Wait, hang on. I'm chewing.
Well, I think in a moment like this, yeah, it's important to cheer for ourselves, be proud of ourselves. And usually in this kind of moment, I would like to look back and think about, oof, all those sleepless nights. They have
Okay,
they
wait, but I do have
like they
something to
make
say.
sense right now.
One caveat. There's one bad thing about this role. One bad thing.
Caviar?
Yeah, one caveat. One thing. One small thing.
Oh, okay.
And that is it's only 3.5 weeks, the job. Ooh. Because
Sorry? I lost you for a second.
the course is only for a month. So I won't be working more than 4 weeks. Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Hey,
So I
dude,
thought,
that's still great. You
do you know
cannot
what would
have
be the
everything.
perfect situation? Imagine Menards reaches out to me after those 4 weeks. I'm like, hey, you got the job. Imagine how great that would be.
And then you can, no.
What?
Hey, why you so, hang up with Menards? I think if they're showing that kind of attitude, it's kind of like a shitty date that you had. I think it's very important as an adult to learn like mm, how to give up on imaginations and give up on believing in empty promises. I know they give, they can
I'm
elicit a
definitely going to
lot
be
of
looking at other
imagination for the
opportunities.
future, but what?
I'm definitely going to be looking at other stuff, other roles, other
Yeah,
openings.
yeah. Imagine
But
if someone
that
is
would be
like
nice.
hanging out with you for months and like you've been dating for months and they never say, "Oh, I like you." They never make it clear what that was. That's just
I think the
shitty.
dating
And they're not
metaphor.
showing enough commitment. It's very similar, let me tell you.
Is it?
Like your
I don't know.
conversation, your relationship with the company, especially your conversation with the HRs, with the managers, with the boss, it's so much like dating. I mean, basically, it's they're just interpersonal relationships, right? And a very common trick is they promise you something that's very tempting, but in a very further future, and you see no signs of this kind of promise landing anytime soon, and it's just like keeping you as one of your options. but they're not making anything substantial to push it. So that puts you in a, usually if you just wait, you're gonna end up wasting your time away, your energy away, and
Oh yeah. I'm not
getting
waiting.
lost in, yes,
I'm not
not
waiting,
waiting.
yo. Yeah,
You should also
it's
be
just something that would be
keeping
nice to
several
have.
options.
But yeah, I'm keeping my hands everywhere. Every job, watch out. Here I come. In my area. Every job that's related to my skills,
Is it?
watch out.
Is
Here
it
I
really
come. What?
nice for it to happen?
What do you mean?
I mean, is it really nice for that to happen? Because I would find it a little bit weird if they're taking 3 months to consider if I'm a worthy option. I would definitely be suspicious if they have already fired someone during this time, and now they'll coming back to me because they don't have any other option. Or if they are firing someone so frequently, doesn't mean it's a healthy place to work in.
I don't know. I think I think I just need money.
Well, you're st
I just need to pay for my
yeah, who cares?
classes.
Who cares? You're still young. We all have to go through that.
I think I I think I'll take being yelled at every now and then if I'm getting a good buck, you know?
Every time you're being yelled at, you should tag a price. Like, oh,
Yeah,
it
like a
takes
cost.
$20 to yell at me for once.
This
Wow.
is so good. This is
Again,
so good. By the way,
yeah, the taste of success is really good.
yeah. The taste of success is amazing. By the way, I wanted to ask about your volunteering. What made you want to do volunteering?
Oh my gosh, I wouldn't come out with this kind of um hocus pocus answer like, oh, because I'm such a loving person.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Jane.
No, I was actually very goal driven because, in unis, if you want to get a scholarship, you need to not only do well in class, also have your social activity scores, and that was it. But I was not, just doing it because it gets me extracurricular credits, or it looks good on the CV, but actually it made me feel more connected to the community because we're mostly serving the elderly, the seniors, and I was conversing them with our own local dialects. It made me just feel like so much like home because when I was in university, most time of the year I wasn't in my city, I was in my home and I was away. But whenever, during summer and winter vacations, whenever I'm at home, I would just go there and volunteer. I would go to their houses, um, like those really lower income families. We go to take care of them, visit them, or we bring, or just visit ordinary local houses and do this kind of in-house volunteering. It actually really made me feel more connected to this little place, this piece of culture that I was coming from. And when you're doing a good deed, the taste of appreciation is also really good.
Yeah, because you feel good.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. Wow.
And I've actually really seen that this group of people, because most volunteers there, that's not their day job. They have their own day job and they come from all kinds of industries. But, the power of doing charity bound them together. And you just gotta be like and see the pure good side of them, regardless if they're a salesman, if they're an engineer, or even a local officer. That was all of those facades and identities was not in there. We were just there because we were volunteers and we trying to do some good.
Wow. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. Oh my goodness. Do you miss doing that? When was the last time you done that?
Oh, now I now I spend even less time at home annually. Like
Oh,
I probably go back home only once a year.
oh.
But I still
Do you miss
remember the
home?
place. You know, home in this kind of place is better if you keep some distance from it. Like it's only beautiful when you're away from it.
Really?
But
Wow.
if I'm at home for over, I don't know, 2 weeks or even a week at most in most cases, like, oh, I'm gonna get tired of this little place. And all my topics are running out with my families because all they talk about is gonna be a high paying job or just get married soon. Um,
Yeah.
but I miss, the feeling of going back to somewhere, miss the feeling of chasing familiarity. But but mm, but I want it, but it's only a sense of familiarity if there's some distance between me and that kind of feeling. Because if the feeling becomes, just part of my routine, then it's gonna just become feeling like confinement rather than nostalgia.
Wow. I'm sure, I think everybody would have a different view on that. I know Forrest Gump, every time he would do something big, he would go back home. You know, he
Oh,
he
I
would go to
missed that
China.
plot.
He would go to China to play pickleball with the best in the world in China, and then he would go back to his house. He doesn't go to like somewhere nice like California. He goes back to his mom's house, back with his mama, back to what he where he came from. I remember he spent 3 years running across the USA, and then he went home. I think that's interesting. I don't think I'd ever leave where I'm from permanently. I think I would always come back at least to some degree every now and then because I think maybe not the same house, but I think there's a nice calmness of my state in Indiana. I think it's less chaotic than the other states. It's just a nice place to be. I like it. And I like the idea of embracing where I'm from because it's a nice place. And we've got a lot of racing. The Indy 500. I've always wanted to go, which I will one day. But anyway,